Baby One More Time was the #1 hit for 2 weeks straight, according to Spears Soars with digital sales. Today, I'm going to be talking about the lady who wrote that song and her life. Do you know who wrote it? Well, it's Miss Britney Spears herself. I'm going to go over all those parts of her life. I'm going to go about the early stages of her life, and then I'm going to go over the highlight and the height of her fame, and then I will be going over the hurt and the downfall of her fame. So, I'm going to start with the early stages of her life and the early stages that got her to where she is. She grew up in Kentwood, Louisiana, and she lived with her older brother and younger sister, and her mother and father raised her by the name of Brian and Jamie Lynn Spears. People described her as a gymnast who had big ambitions, and she really wanted to be a pop star, and that was her dream. The steps taken to doing that by her and her mother were auditioning for Star Search, and she won 2 of the categories she tried for, and then she auditioned for Mickey Mouse Club, and then at the age of 17, she released Baby One More Time. That then goes on to the next part, is the height of her career. Her record went 12 times platinum and sold 13 million copies in the first week of releasing. She was known as blonde with big brown eyes and the girl next door kind of look, making her really want to be seen by the public, really drawing their attention. According to teen sensation Britney Spears' teen reigning princess. She also was known for her iconic concerts, performances, everything. Her most iconic was the 2000 VMA performances for the MTV Awards with a live snake around her neck while performing. So iconic. And then through all that, she ended up getting a boyfriend by the name Justin Timberlake, a former NSYNC boy band group member. And then that leads me into, unfortunately, the downfall of her career. And as time went on, her mental health got really, really bad, just like deteriorating due to the amount of exposure she had to social media and just not being able to keep her social life, or not her social life, but her personal life to herself. And everyone just knew all of her personal business, according to Britney Spears and the media machine. It got so bad that she shaved her head in public, completely bald, and had a whole panic attack towards the paparazzi after that. She was then put on a conservatorship through the court and a judge, and she was basically being parented and controlled by her father. That's who was assigned of being over her. And then a couple years later, she made a comeback at the VMAs, and she killed it, I guess. According to Oops, She's Doing It Again, Britney Spears performed at the VMAs for MTV. That brings me to the end. I went over the beginning life of her, the height of her life, and then unfortunately the downfall because of the height of her life. But the good news is she did break her conservatorship in 2021 due to all the fans around the world using the hashtag #FreeBritney because they knew it wasn't fair, because all of the money that she was getting from any concert, any performance, any appearance was going to her parents, and they weren't giving her the compensation she deserved because they were her guardians, because she was seen to not be able to control her life or handle her financial decisions. And her first album is still very popular, with its 25 million copies sold worldwide to this day.